All right, Guy, thank you. Well, joining me now is Trevor Wachsman, and he just got some much-needed financial help from an unlikely source, and that is the Howard Stern radio talk show. Many of you listen to, some of you don't. Many of you probably just heard from him, heard about him through his movie. You have a very interesting story that started out when you were 3 years old. Tell us how your journey kind of started.
Well, age 3, I was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma and bacterial spinal meningitis. It's one of the rarest childhood cancers, still to this day. Had a 3% chance of survival. The tumor itself was behind my right eye. After about 2.5 years of intense radiation therapy and chemotherapy, they were able to defeat the cancer and get rid of the tumor. It partially destroyed a lot of the optical nerves on that side. But after that, I went 25 years without anything besides your normal cough and cold.
And I know Trevor and I used to work out at the gym together when I was pregnant and fat at 4:30 in the morning. Trevor would be there, we would both be on the treadmill, and I mean, you would tell me sort of your journey,
right.
And getting rid of the cancer was, I mean, at the age of 3, gone through life, everything has been fine, not knowing that the radiation that you got caused this tumor. And this is a picture of you. You're a cute little boy.
That was during the cancer treatment.
And I know your parents probably thought after all this was over, everything's fine, we're good,
right.
We're good to go.
That's pretty much, the doctors back then couldn't give us a lot of projections on what the future would hold, but they never would have given us an outcast like this. I started experiencing vertigo and some hearing issues and things last March. It led me to the ER at Huntsville Hospital, where they did an MRI and found a dollar bill size acoustic neuroma brain tumor.
And then once the tumor was removed, that's really when things started, just medical issue after medical issue. Tell us what you've dealt with since the tumor was removed.
Following the tumor removal, I was at UAB for a few months. Part of that time was the ICU. To remove the tumor, they had to sever the auditory nerves, the optical nerves, and the facial nerves. So lost the hearing, the vision, and facial paralysis. The eye has been the main issue because with the loss of the facial nerves, the eye isn't able to open and close on its own. So if your eye's stuck wide open, it stays in pain, and they've tried sewing it closed, putting gold weights in the eyelid. Pretty much nothing's working.
Helped. So the next step your doctor recommended was removing the eye, getting a prosthetic eye, but at this point, you just didn't have the money, right? And that's
right.
When the Howard Stern show kind of came into play. Yeah. Tell us how this all kind of came to be in the contest and how you won this money.
Big Howard fan. Listen every day, all day. Plays on my Sirius at home, in the car, and on my phone. Last week they announced that there was going to be what they called a Newly Weird game. It was a knockoff of the Newlywed Game. Howard and one of his staff members versus another 2 pair of staffers. They were going to represent 3 callers, and whichever team won. And
Howard never wins, right?
No, well, Howard going into this was the underdog. He doesn't know, he's bad about facts about his own people. Even though he loves them to death, he's just bad about little meticulous facts. So going into this, they were supposed to be stomped and definitely lose.
And you won.
And fate had its way, and I won.
So things have kind of, I know just talking to you the last couple years, you've definitely been on a journey. This is definitely an open door to help you get something that may make your life a little bit normal, so to speak. Is this something that, and I know you're going back to college as well.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, after the tumor last year, while sitting in the ICU, I decided that I actually wanted to go into radiation therapy and kind of face the beast that put me in this situation. I want to work with pediatric oncology. That way I feel like I have a bond with those kids going through that.
And I know you still work with a lot of the kids and you volunteer your time, and this is a journey we're going to continue to try to follow with you, and just wish the best for you because we know you deserve it. And you look great, and to continue to work out and keep your physique the way it is. So thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Did you want to give a shout out?
I just want to all the Stern fans out there, just want to say BABABOOEY.
BABABOOEY. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And there's still much more to come on Way 31 First News at 4.